Hey, what's going on? This is Madam 81 and I'm coming back to you again. This is the update from the story that I did about the person being stabbed in Oxon Hill at the Popeyes. It was earlier believed that it was over a chicken sandwich because the gentleman that stabs him cut in line, but there is another motive. Thankfully, it wasn't over a sandwich. Nevertheless, it is tragic, and my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the young man, Mr. Davis. That's his name, Kevin Terrell Davis. We're going to get into this article, and then I'm going to play a video clip from CBS News Baltimore. This is where the information is coming from. The fugitive wanted in the fatal stabbing of the man outside the Popeyes in Prince George's County was arrested Wednesday night. 31-year-old R. McCain was wanted in the deadly stabbing of 28-year-old Kevin Terrell Davis after two allegedly got into a verbal argument when the victim cut in line, cut in front of the several customers, waiting for their food orders. In a press conference on Thursday, Chief Hank Swatsky said police found McCain at the home on Nova Avenue in Capitol Heights. Police believe he was with an acquaintance of someone who lived there. Police said the November 4th incident happened after two men got out of line and walked outside to settle the argument. That's when McCain immediately stabbed Davis, police said. Police found Davis outside in the parking lot, suffering from a single stab wound. He died at an area hospital shortly after. McCain fled the scene, and police found him after 10 days. After the stabbing, rumors spread indicating that the fight was over a chicken sandwich. Then there was talk of a long-standing disagreement between the two men that had nothing to do with the restaurant. As the investigation continued, police said they still believe that the line cutting led to the stabbing. This conflict did arise as a result of the decedent cutting in line at Popeyes restaurant, and then a confrontation occurred, which over the course of several seconds escalated into homicide, Swatsky said. Strowski. McCain was arrested without incident. A tip from the community is being held without bond. Following a tip from the community, and McCain is being held without bond. He is charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, first-degree assault, second-degree assault, and reckless endangerment. It should be sobering for all of us to look at something like this and realize the deadly violence erupt in 15 seconds, Strowski said. It's shocking. No matter the circumstances, Strowski said, it's important to remember a family is grieving the loss of a loved one. Quite frankly, if we got this much attention from every pointless murder, we'll be on the road to a better place, both as a community and as a nation, he said. And that is the picture of the gentleman that committed the stabbing, who is charged, McCain. And the article was done by Rachel Carden. That's the young lady that did the article. We're going to get into this video, but before we get into the video, it's just going to be basically me saying what I read in the article. It still is senseless, it still is pointless. I'm glad it wasn't something as petty as, a chicken sandwich. Even though the gentleman did cut in line, they're still trying to gather facts as we speak. as I speak and make this video. So definitely an update will be coming. When, I'm not sure, but most definitely I will keep track of this story. Again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Mr. Davis's family, friends, people who known him, worked with him, hung out with him. My deepest condolences to them. As for my viewers, I would like to hear your opinion on this. Please drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a comment. Please always like, subscribe, and share. And, hopefully we can get some dialogue going on some of the stories that I do post. With that being said,
at a Popeyes restaurant in Prince George's County. After 10 days, the suspect in that attack is now in custody. And WJZ's Live Rachel Carton has more on his arrest. Rachel?
That's right, we're about to show you video of Rico McLean charged with murdering Kevin Davis. Now, 10 days ago, police say someone cut someone in line at a Popeyes restaurant to get the popular chicken sandwich. Days later, more information has come in, but investigators say the motive remains the same. Rico McLean is escorted to a police cruiser by Prince George's County investigators.
10 days later, we now have closed this case.
The charge? First-degree murder of 28-year-old Kevin Tyrell Davis, who friends called KD.
He was a good man. He wasn't like a wild kid. I mean, yeah, he did a couple like funny, silly things, but he wasn't no wild kid.
After a fatal stabbing outside the Popeyes on Livingston Road, rumors began to circulate saying the fight was over a chicken sandwich. But then the narrative morphed into talks of a long-standing disagreement between Davis and McLean, that the fight had nothing to do with Popeyes or the chicken sandwich. But more than a week later, the investigation hasn't changed.
This conflict did arise as a result of the decedent in this cutting in line at the Popeyes restaurant, and then a confrontation occurs, which over the course of several seconds then escalates into a homicide.
Wednesday afternoon, the community tipped off police that McLean was at a home on Nova Avenue. The 30-year-old was arrested without incident and is now behind bars.
It should again be sobering for all of us to look at something like this and realize that deadly violence erupted again in 15 seconds. It's shocking.
Chief Hank Stawinski said, no matter the circumstances, this is a loss of life. A family is grieving.
Quite frankly, if we got this much attention about every pointless murder, we'd be on the road to a better place, both as a community and as a nation.
Right now, McLean is the only person charged in this case. We know McLean is charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, first and second-degree assault, as well as reckless endangerment. He's being held without bond. Live in Baltimore, I'm Rachel Carton for WJZ.